name is Heather Wilson, and today I'm going to be talking about elementary educators and how they can portray values of God. What children learn and experience during their early years can shape their views of themselves and the world and affect their later success or failure in school, work, and their personal lives. Dr. Albin states this in his textbook, Speech Communications, a Redemptive Introduction. What is a teacher? A teacher is an educator, friend, mentor, leader, and a role model. As we go through the speech, we'll talk about what a teacher is and 3 specific ways we can portray values of God. Teachers at the elementary level generally teach pre-K to 6th grade, and we teach all areas of study, including math, English, science, literature. One value of God is humility. Humility, defined by Webster's Dictionary, is the quality or state of thinking you are not better than other people, the quality or state of being humble. Teachers' primary focus must be on their students, and it usually is. They focus on what their children are learning, how they're learning, the rate at which each student learns, and they make sure that each student achieves the same goal. Many hours of time are contributed, even hours outside of school. You spend 10 hours in school and you spend 4 hours at home every night making sure that you're prepared for the next day of class. Another value of God is compassion. Matthew 9:36 says, "When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd." Students confide in teachers a lot. For example, a student might be having a problem at home where they're upset they can't get a puppy. No matter if you think that situation is tiny and they shouldn't be that upset about it, they are probably still going to be upset about it. So you have to be compassionate and let them talk to you about their feelings and tell them that they shouldn't be sad about that, but help them overcome the sadness that they're going through. It's not always easy, and it won't always be as easy as a kid being sad about a puppy. There could be problems about family fighting or a family member passing away, but they confide in you, and you are expected to be compassionate with them. Marianne Evans, a novelist, says, "What do we live for if not to make life less difficult for each other?" I believe this is very true for teachers. Every day we try to make students' lives easier, and sometimes other teachers' lives easier. Another value of God is impartiality. On Education Space 360 website states, "The wisest of teachers would tell all new hires that the hardest thing to do in a classroom is to be impartial." No matter where you are going to school or where you think you'll teach when you graduate from school, you can always end up in a different place, whether it's rural or urban. You're going to have a diversity of children in your classroom, diverse in race or religion and culture, or even gender. There's a diversity. You have to make sure that you're treating each child the same. Just because one child might be learning slower than the next child, that could be a diversity in your classroom. You need to make sure that you're treating them all the same and that they all feel equal and feel like they're all getting the same education when they leave the classroom. I've gained an understanding of this through experience with classes that I've taken in college and by influence of my own teachers. I know as you grew up, teachers played a role in your lives, and they continue to influence your lives with your children and your grandchildren. Pursuing a career as a teacher gives me the opportunity to make a difference in children's lives and to be an image of God. All 3 of these values we just talked about, humility, compassion, impartiality, are all important values when you're a teacher, and they allow you to portray images of God without forcing a religion on a child, or making them feel like they have to learn or know about God, but you can be a role model in the image of God for each child. For conclusion, the importance of an elementary school teacher. Obviously, teachers are so very, very important. Without teachers, there'd be no education. It would be hard to find jobs, hard to go on to college. Elementary and school teachers build a large foundation of understanding a lot of things in life, whether it's mathematical or practical day-to-day lives. What is a teacher? Like we said, teachers are role models, friends, educators, someone you can confide in. They teach pre-K to 6th grade at the elementary level. How can teachers promote God's values? Even though there are many, many more values than the 3 we went over, I feel like humility, compassion, and impartiality are 3 key elements and values of being a teacher. And I think that if teachers continue to portray these values, then there will be more successful teachers. Thank you.